If you think swiping a credit card has always been simple, just tap, pay, and go, what's coming next might shock you. A massive settlement involving Visa, Mastercard, and US merchants is about to rewrite not only the rules of checkout, but the rules of how you use money itself. From new Visa rules and Mastercard rules to surprising changes in how Visa or Mastercard credit cards are accepted across the country, the era of one swipe fits all is ending. And if you don't understand how these credit card new rules work, you could end up paying more, earning less, or watching your favorite card suddenly get rejected at places you shop every day. Let's get into it. And trust me, this is only the beginning. If you think paying with a credit card is simple, swipe, tap, done, you might want to sit down for this. Because the way you pay at checkout is about to change more dramatically than it has in decades. And the wild part, most people have no idea it's coming. A new settlement involving Visa, Mastercard, and US merchants is about to reshape the entire payment ecosystem. Your prices, your fees, your rewards, even which Visa or Mastercard credit cards you'll be able to use at certain stores. And trust me, this goes way deeper than some small surcharge. This could rewrite how Americans think about credit cards altogether. Today, we're digging into what the new credit card new rules actually mean, how they'll change your everyday purchases, why merchants have been fighting this battle for over 20 years, and what you can expect when you walk up to the checkout counter in the months and years ahead. But here's the twist. This story isn't just about fees or business disputes. It's about power. Who controls the checkout? Who decides the price you pay? And how much will your favorite rewards card actually cost you in the future? Let's break it down from the beginning. Credit cards feel simple. You pick one from your wallet, you pay, and you walk away with your purchase. Maybe you earn points, maybe you earn cash back, maybe you even get travel perks. And for most people, that's enough. The magic happens behind the scenes. But behind every swipe, tap, dip, and chip reader interaction, there's a system of fees, rules, and contracts that nobody sees. And at the center of that system are interchange fees, the quiet little charges. Merchants pay banks every time you use your card. For years, merchants have argued that these fees keep rising, that they're unfair, and that the rules, especially Visa rules and Mastercard rules, force them to accept expensive premium cards even when they'd rather not. Visa and Mastercard have insisted that the fees cover costs, prevent fraud, and make card networks possible. And then, after 2 decades of fighting, lawsuits, appeals, negotiations, boom, a settlement finally appears. And, while it still needs court approval, the content of it is a potential earthquake. Let's zoom into what those changes actually are and why they matter. Interchange fees might sound boring, but they're the backbone of how credit cards work. These fees go from merchants to the card issuing banks, the banks that gave you your card. If you spend $100, the merchant might only receive $97.50 or $98, depending on the card. That's a simplification, but you get the idea. Now multiply that by hundreds of transactions per day, thousands per week, millions per month. You start to see how fees add up and why merchants have been pushing back so hard. Here's the thing, not all cards cost the same. A no-frills card might cost the merchant one amount. A premium travel rewards card might cost them significantly more. And since banks use interchange fees to help fund rewards, those flashy benefits minus 2% cash back, 5 points, launch somewhere. Up until now, merchants had almost no power to push back. If you accepted Visa, you accepted all visas, period. If you accepted Mastercard, you accepted all Mastercards. You couldn't say no to the expensive ones. You couldn't steer customers toward lower fee options. You couldn't price differently by card type, at least not in a meaningful way. But that's about to change. One of the biggest shifts coming from the settlement is the potential introduction of tiered pricing at checkout, something American shoppers are not used to at all. Imagine this. You buy a $5 snack. If you use a basic credit card, you pay $5. But if you use a premium rewards card, maybe the merchant charges $5.10 or $5.20 to cover the higher processing cost. It sounds small, 10 cents, 20 cents. But expand that to larger purchases or recurring bills. Over time, costs add up and different cards could start costing different amounts. A premium card might be premium in more ways than one, including price. Many merchants could start adding surcharges or adjusting prices based on which cards cost them more. Right now, some stores already have signs like cash discount applied or 3% fee for credit card purchases, but those are blunt tools. Same fee regardless of the card you use. This new system, it lets merchants differentiate by the specific card category: a low-fee card, lower surcharge; a fancy travel card, higher surcharge. And consumers might have to start actually choosing their payment method at the register, with cost differences staring them in the face. That's a big cultural shift. To make tiered pricing possible, banks will eventually need to put visible markers on cards, something like a symbol, color, code, or tier indicator, so merchants know which category the card belongs to. But here's the kicker: that rollout could take years. Banks don't redesign cards overnight. In the meantime, merchants may rely on their payment processors to identify card categories electronically at checkout. But once physical markers arrive, the consumer experience changes dramatically. You'll know when your card is going to cost more to use, and that changes behavior. It changes psychology. It changes habits. Suddenly, whipping out that premium card becomes a decision, not a default. The settlement doesn't just introduce new pricing structures. It also potentially rewrites the rule that if you accept one card from a network, you must accept all. This is called Honor All Cards, and it's been a bedrock rule for decades. If a merchant didn't like expensive premium cards, too bad. If they accepted one Visa, they had to accept the entire Visa ecosystem. Same with Mastercard. But now, under this new framework, merchants could selectively accept certain card categories and reject others. They might say, "We accept basic Visa and Mastercard, but not premium travel rewards cards," or "We accept debit cards and entry-level credit cards, but we do not accept luxury tier cards." Analysts predict that outright refusals may not be common at first, because turning away customers is risky. But niche stores, local businesses, or fee-sensitive industries like gas stations, small restaurants, or service providers could start experimenting. Imagine walking into a shop and seeing a sign that says, "Premium tier cards are not accepted." You might think it will never happen. But similar systems already exist in countries like Australia and the UK, where merchants routinely steer consumers toward lower fee cards. So what does all this mean for you? Well, the checkout is no longer going to be an autopilot moment. Consumers will need a card in hand because of card amounts, and some cards might not be accepted at all in certain places. This adds friction, it adds confusion, it adds decisions. For a generation raised on contactless convenience, it could feel like going backward. The data backs this up. Recent surveys show that roughly 2/3 of consumers say they would switch payment methods if faced with a 3% to 4% surcharge. That is a huge shift. People who rely on credit card rewards for travel or cashback might rethink using their card if additional fees become the norm. Others might default to debit or cash. The end result: consumer behavior shifts. Rewards card usage changes. Merchant pricing strategies evolve. And the relationship people have with their wallets becomes more strategic, maybe even stressful. And that's where we'll pause for now. In part 2, we'll dive into the deeper psychology behind these changes. The future of rewards programs, the shifting balance of power between banks and merchants, and what it all means for your daily spending decisions. The Visa rules and Mastercard rules are changing, and whether you use Visa or Mastercard credit cards, your habits may have to change with them. Make sure to continue to part so you're not caught off guard when these credit card new rules hit your checkout screen.